heads to Brahms again and talks to mom and dad. I just think it's so unique that he likes his teammates talking around him, guys. Most pitchers like to isolate. They like silence.
Yeah, thank you, Carly. That's kind of like us up here in the booth as well. Ice cream and talking. Yes. Excellent pregame routine.
For sure. That'd be awesome.
So Cade Crossland out there for his second start. He came on in relief in Oklahoma's Game 3 win out at South Carolina last Sunday, as the Sooner starter Cam Johnson went just 9 pitches, and Cade Crossland came in, was a real difference maker in that game. Got the Sooners through 4+ innings, and Oklahoma ended up coming from behind to win. First pitch swinging. Sawyer Reeves drives this one all the way toward the O. The second one in Oklahoma in left center field. It's a first pitch double for the Mississippi State second baseman.
He just ambushed him first pitch. Fastball down the middle. If I'm not mistaken, he first pitch last night got a hit also.
Yeah, it was one of his 2 hits last night. He scored one of the 2 runs for the Bulldogs as well. So Sawyer Reeves out there at second base, continuing his solid start. And the batter will be Ace Reese, who was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts last night. Look at the full lineup for Chris Lemonis and the Bulldogs. Bryce Chance, you see him down there. He was 2 for 4. He had an infield hit, did Bryce Chance, that drove in the first run of the ball game. Lefty-lefty matchup here with Crossland and Reese. Canton, Texas native, the Houston transfer. He was on the Big 12 all-freshman team last year with the Cougars. Bashed 7 home runs. And he comes up empty on that breaking pitch. It's one of those kind of wins where left-handed hitters can just go to the opposite field and get it up into that jet stream. I mean, it really catches your attention. Do you almost have to avoid thinking about it, though, when you're at the plate?
Yeah, it's hard. You know, I'm playing here when you get used to the wind, but you still want to think the line drive, so you miss home run, not fly ball, and miss with a fly ball out.
This one slices toward the Oklahoma bullpen. Cade Crossland makes his 3rd start of the year. He is 1-1 overall, and I mentioned a moment ago the outing that he had in helping Oklahoma to their series win in Columbia last weekend. He went 4 2/3, did not give up an earned run. It's the longest outing of Cade Crossland's career at Oklahoma. Junior from Rockwall, Texas. Had a little injury in the fall. They shut him down for a bit. But everything power from his fastball to his changeup, says Skip Johnson of this talented lefty. Leadoff double here by Sawyer Reeves. This one in the air to left field, tailing toward Trey Gamble, who is back after missing the last 3 games. And Gamble catches cleanly for the first out.
Yeah, Crossland will take that. You know, left-handed hitter up. All you got to do is hit a ground ball to the right side to move him up, and fly ball to left keeps the runner from tagging a second.
Every time the ball's hit into the air, though, to left field,
you hold your breath.
Yes. Yeah. Here's Noah Sullivan, DHing, senior. 1 for 3 with a double last night. This is such a veteran Mississippi State lineup, and you notice it. There's a presence to them. Played a lot of college baseball between them. 7 of the 9 in the starting lineup today for Chris Lemonis are either seniors or grad students. That 406 average for Noah Sullivan leads the team. 4 homers, 21 runs driven in. Pops this one up. Now the wind is going to blow it back toward the field a little bit, but it lands in about the 3rd row where it's barehanded. We're off to a good start. I mean, barehanded catches made in the stands already. That's bringing it.
Kid's fired up.
1-1 on Sullivan. Sullivan, one of two two-way players that factor in. Crossland's 1-1 hit hard, backhanded by the shortstop Willits. He'll go to Willis, the third baseman, and the tag is applied there by Kyle Branch on Reeves. Hard hit ball, and Reeves was just too far off the bag, and a little base running blunder is out number 2.
Yeah, tough there. Ball sharply hit, but as a runner, you got to see the ball through in front of you with less than 2 out.
So the lead runner is cut down, and Sullivan is safe at first base. 2 gone, and the batter will be Reed Stallman, another one of the seniors. Out in left field, he was 0 for 4 last night. As a runner, what's your thought process on a play like that?
I mean, it's right in front of you. You just got to see the ball through. You can't take off till the ball gets to the outfield.
First pitch down and away. I think Willits, as the shortstop, you're expecting that you're going to make that throw to first, because in your mind, there's no way the runner's going to try to go to third.
And, you know, he catches the ball and the guy's already halfway to third. I mean, that's an easy play for Willits.
2-0 the count here on Reed Stallman.
The bad thing for Mississippi State is it takes a runner out of scoring position.
Reed Stallman's out of Robbins, Iowa. You see, transferred from Campbell University. And he takes strike 1. Stallman was recruited as a first baseman. Thought that they might have Hunter Hines going in the draft and off to pro ball, but Hunter Hines came back, and Chris Lamonis and the staff have been able to work Stallman into the outfield rotation. 3-1 the count. And there's ball 4. Was trying to live on that outside edge with his breaking ball, not successful to Stallman. And so Bryce Chance, who had 2 hits last night, will get a crack with a man in scoring position and 2 gone. Bryce Chance, senior out of Ridgeland, Mississippi. 3rd season at Mississippi State. As Crossland throws out to Kyle Branch. Line sharply foul. Out of play over the Bulldogs bullpen. They call Bryce Chance Beans. I like saying that. I don't know the story behind it. Got to dig in on Beans. Up and away, and 1-1 to Chance. Sawyer Reeves led off the inning with a double, but he got cut down trying to run to third on a ground ball to short. And Kate Crossland readies the 1-1 to Chance. Strike 2 on the inner half. Not necessarily overpowering stuff right now from Kate Crossland. Not that he can't heat it up a little bit. In the air to right field. Couple of steps left and then back to the right, and then Sam Christensen has it, and the inning is over. A double and a couple of men left out there for the Bulldogs. We'll give you the Oklahoma batting lineup as we head to a scoreless bottom of the first inning in Norman next. There is sophomore right-hander Ben Davis. He's a transfer from Itawamba Community College, and he'll go to the mound for what will be his 2nd start of the season. He's made 5 relief appearances. Back on March the 8th was his best outing. That was against Queens. He went 6 innings of 1 hit ball and 1 earned run, and he has a very good strikeouts to walks ratio, as you see, 3-to-1. But that's about the norm for both these pitching staffs. Jason Walk set to lead things off. There's Trey Gamble, who is back in the lineup for Oklahoma. He suffered a lower leg injury 1 week ago today in Oklahoma's series out at South Carolina. Missed game number 3 of that series. He missed their midweek game, and then he missed yesterday. But Gamble is in the on-deck circle, back in the lineup for Skip Johnson Sooners today. And here's Jason Walk, who's just having a great year. RBI double last night. Homered in the 2 games prior, and leads the Sooners in hitting with a .361 average. Last night was Oklahoma's first loss in a 1-run game this year. They were 7-0 prior, and just the 2nd win in a 1-run game for Mississippi State.
Their records in that category were kind of flip-flopped.
There's strike 1. Ben Davis. Chris Lemonis and Justin Parker call it a turbo sink on his pitches. And Walk lines one that's speared by the leaping Sawyer Reeves for the first out.
Yeah, hit well. That's just the Adam ball. Just right at him. Just a couple feet higher. He's got a base hit. Yeah, pitch just middle. He put a good swing on it, hit it hard. That's all you can do.
Good job timing it by Reeves. Sometimes you get up there too early, or you get there late. Ball hit like that. So we mentioned Trey Gamble back in the Oklahoma lineup today. Carly has more on Gamble.
Gamble looked really good today, guys. Pre-game, he was taking some swings in BP and taking some fly balls as well. I watched him take some bunting drills as well with Tanner Treadaway. And Tread asked him, "Hey, how you feeling, Gamble?" He said, "I feel really great, and I honestly felt good yesterday, guys." Just really good to hear. Gamble's batting .360 on the season, so you know Reggie Willits is just really excited to have him back in this lineup.
Thank you, Carly. You see him just feeling something in that right leg, rounding second base out at South Carolina last week. And he shoots that one into center field. Back in the lineup and back on base, which has been a consistent theme for him this season for Oklahoma. .542 on base percentage, coming in 8th best in the SEC.
Yeah, welcome back. Line drive up the middle. Like he hadn't missed a beat.
So 2 balls hit pretty hard, squared up by both Walk and Gamble off of Ben Davis. And here is the Oklahoma DH, Easton Carmichael. Carmichael caught last night. Scott Mudler catches for Oklahoma today. Carmichael was 1 for 4. And while we're on the subject of catchers, boy, just tough last night with Ross Highfield getting hit by pitch up around the face. We understand he's doing better, hit in the nose basically, and he was back in the dugout, in fact, last night after being hit. Way tougher than I.
Yeah, that was a scary moment for sure.
Was.
Glad that he's okay.
But he is not in the lineup. Joe Powell doing the catching. There goes Gamble, and Carmichael hits this one foul. So with Gamble, that's one thing that you get. Gets on base a lot, and then his speed is a real problem for opposing defenses.
Yeah, he can run. He's 8 for 8 stolen bases, so that kind of looked like a hit and run play to me with the way Carmichael swung at that pitch. It didn't look like his normal swing.
Easton Carmichael down in the count 0-2. And a ball and 2 strikes. You just don't know. You know, the old thought in baseball is don't let one pitcher beat you twice. In other words, have your bats in such a funk that you can't swing it the next day.
Yeah.
Well, those starting pitchers last night are the two that can do it to you. Two and two on Easton Carmichael. Easton, an All-American last year, was on the Big 12 all-freshman team his first season as a Sooner. Had a walk-off base hit in the 9th inning in Oklahoma's midweek win over UTA. Lines that one past the first baseman Hines into right field. Charging to third is going to go Gamble. And Oklahoma has runners at the corners with one away in the first.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. Easton goes the other way. Nice to see Gamble round second and be able to keep going. That pitch just middle, 2-2 pitch. Good opportunity here for Jackson Willits to drive in a run. Run under third, less than 2 outs.
Really, it's 3 balls that were hit hard in the inning. Even the out by walk was hit hard right to the second baseman Reeves. There's Jackson Willits. Willits 1 out of 4 last night. Batting .317, leads Oklahoma with 6 home runs. Switch hitter batting left against this right-hander Ben Davis. It just has the feeling with the wind and the bats angry after last night.
Yeah,
it could be.
It could be a long one. Yeah.
Two balls and a strike to Jackson Willits.
Let's see if Reggie starts Carmichael. Try to stay out of double play. And Carmichael, he can run, so.
Two-one, ranging over is Reeves, and he bobbles it. In to score the first run is Trey Gamble, and the others will be safe as well. Well, the run would likely have scored anyway to give Oklahoma the lead, but the error against Reeves is his 4th of the year. And that's an area that Chris Lemonis said they needed to get shored up early this season. It hadn't been a problem recently until here.
Yeah, they're fielding at almost a 980 clip. And that's a tough one right there. Surprised he was even trying to spin to throw the ball to second. The ball had him ranged to his left. It's just a play where you just go to first base.
So here's Dayton Taki with 1 away. He has a big hack at that first offering from Davis. It is a run home on 2 hits and an error, and Oklahoma the lead. Mississippi State led the entire game last night. Scored in the top of the first and were never toppled. Davis going to throw into the shortstop Cup. .2 on Dayton Taki. Taki was 0 for 4 in last night's game, batting .317. Junior from Fort Worth to Weatherford High School and then Weatherford Junior College. And the 0-2 is high. Dayton Taki coming from that Weatherford program. They play in the same league as McLennan Community College, where Skip Johnson's son Tyler is the head coach. So Skip and the staff knew that Taki had played super competitive junior college baseball. He rifles this one into the gap in left center field. Oklahoma's going to score 2. Carmichael is around third. He will score. It will only be one, I beg your pardon, as the stop sign is given to Willis at third, but it's an RBI double for Dayton Taki and a 2-0 lead for the Sooners.
Now another pitch. 2-strike mistake by Davis, and Taki just drives into the left center. I don't think Willett's got a very good jump on that ball. It's part of the reason why Russell Raley stopped him at third.
So it's an early meeting at the mound. You see Justin Parker, the second-year pitching coach of the Bulldogs, with his arm around the shoulder of Ben Davis. He's been hit hard. Even the out made was a screamer hit by Jason Walk.
Yeah, the softest ball hit was the error on Reeves.
And now the plate umpire Jordan Farrell is going to break out the conversation. Jordan Farrell's our plate umpire. You got Eric Goshi down at first. Michael Carroll, the second base umpire. Brandon Cooper is down at third. So Oklahoma has posted 2 on 3 hits and an error, and still only 1 out in the first.
And the savvy freshman coming up.
Kyle Branch, second leading hitter on this Oklahoma club, just off to an excellent start. It was double number 4, RBI number 14 for Dayton Taki. Branch was 0 for 3 last night, showing bunt. You like that idea?
Yeah. A little safety squeeze. I mean, if he can handle the bat. I haven't seen them bunt a whole lot. I mean, they know better than we do up here, but you know, it's a safe play if he can get it down. But now he'll probably just be swinging away.
One and one the count. Skip Johnson said the offensive start of this young player's been one of the, if not the highlight of the season for Oklahoma. Branch has been very good defensively as expected, but he has hit. In fact, he was the MVP of the Round Rock event that Oklahoma went to. The Sooners had 2 top 10 wins there. They beat 7th ranked Oregon State and 2nd ranked Virginia. And Skip Johnson and Todd Butler, recruiting coordinator, just thrilled with the start that this guy's gotten off to. Pulled to the shortstop, Cup, and he can't come up with it. Everybody will be safe. Willits crosses the plate. It's 3-0 Oklahoma. 2 Mississippi State errors here in the first.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a routine play right there. I mean, it's an easy chopper. The run's going to score anyway, but he just short arms it, and ball hits off the end of his glove. I mean, that's a sure out at first base.
So Willits dances in with run number 3. You got to feel for Ben Davis. He's been hit hard, but would have been out of the inning. And now a base hit by Sam Christensen into right field. Dayton Taki touches the dish. To third goes Branch. And Oklahoma piling up the runs in the bottom of the first inning. And defensive faux pas have opened the door for this Sooner surge.
Yeah, another pitch middle in. Christensen just turns on and finds a hole. It's like you said, those 2 errors costly. You make those 2 plays, you're out of the inning.
So Sam Christensen is at first base. All the way to third on the play is Kyle Branch. And here's the catcher, Scott Mudler. Mudler didn't play last night. Easton Carmichael caught, but today Carmichael DHing, and so Mudler is in the lineup.
And he's be looking for something to catch it out front and try to get a sac fly, stay away from the double play.
Two 2-0 the count. Fastball at 94 miles an hour to Mudler. Second season as a Sooner for Scott Mudler came from Northwest Florida State College. And now 3-0. Butler, the 8th batter here in the first inning for the Sooners. Get me over fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you're looking one pitch, one spot right here. Expect it to be there. Expect to hit it.
Christensen back in. Lengthy first inning for Ben Davis. He's given up 4 hits, 2 errors made behind him, and he loads the bases with a walk. Well, Dawson Willis with the chance to really open things up for Oklahoma.
I'm sure Reggie'd like to see him get going right here.
Chris Lemonis, 7th season as head coach of the Bulldogs, the national champs in 2021. The very next season, Skip Johnson took Oklahoma all the way to the championship game. So these two programs nearly went back-to-back with College World Series wins. Ole Miss knocking off Oklahoma in that series of 2022. That ball hit the batter, Willis, and he was out of the batter's box and in play, so he is out. Once again, it is the batter touching a batted ball while it's in play, and so Dawson Willis is out number 2. And right on top of it there is the plate umpire Jordan Farrell. We'll get another look at it here, Rich, to see, I believe, or did he just call it a foul ball? Well, I think he called him out.
Yeah, I think he did. He did raise his arm and call him out.
And now Skip Johnson is out. And that's exactly what Skip said. He said, hey, you signaled out. That's why I'm out here.
Yeah.
So he is not called out, but he definitely said out. And now Chris Lemonis is going to say, wait a minute, you said out. What he meant to say was foul ball. And that's what the two of them were going to discuss.
He did originally raise his arms like foul ball, then he went out.
You're right.
So I think he kind of made both calls, to be honest with you.
Now we've got our third base umpire, Brandon Cooper, in on the conversation.
And that's one thing too, though, for Willis, there's no reason for you to get out of the box that quick on a squeeze play like that. You're just trying to get the ball down and give the runner a chance to score from third. So,
well, it looks like he's in the batter's box.
On that one it does, yeah.
And we can't see
the umpire on that one.
Yeah. But no, I think you're right, Rich. He threw both hands up as though to say foul ball and then made the fist.
Yeah.
And maybe what he was saying was, instead of out, he was saying strike.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense, yeah.
This one pulled to third. Stepping on the bag, Reese. He'll throw to first, and safe there. Crossing the plate is Kyle Branch with Oklahoma run number 5. So it'll be an RBI ground out for Dawson Willis. And back to the top of the order as Oklahoma has batted around. Jason Walk hit the ball hard, but right at the leaping second baseman Sawyer Reeves, his first time. So Willis drives in the run with the ground out, his 16th run driven in. He is at first. Mudler is the runner at second, and Walk goes after that one and comes up empty. 10 Oklahoma batters and 5 runs across on 4 hits and 2 errors in the frame. Walk pulls this one foul. So 2-2 the count on the Oklahoma center fielder. He has shown the home run pop this year, 3 of them. Strike 3 called. Inside fastball to finish it from Ben Davis. But Oklahoma 5 runs across on 4 hits and 2 Mississippi State errors. It's 5-0 Sooners headed to the second. Oklahoma getting 5 runs on 4 hits and a couple of Mississippi State errors. Richie, we're talking about the Bulldogs being a good fielding team. They had some problems early in the season. Felt like they'd gotten it solidified, but a couple of errors in the middle infield in that inning.
Yeah. You know, we've been talking with Coach Lemonis, and he thought they had it all shored up, you know, coming in. Like I said, we talked earlier, they're fielding at almost a 980 clip, was very good. But those are just 2 routine plays by 2 of their better infielders.
So now staked to a 5-0 lead, and back out for the second goes the Sooner lefty Cade Crossland. Aaron Downs making his 6th start of the season in right field. Another senior who factors into that outfield rotation of about 4. And quickly 2-0 on him. Two and one now.
I'm sure Skip would like to see a quick inning here after scoring 5. You know, after you score, you want to try to put up a 0 that next half inning and see if he can get it going here.
Downs hits this one pretty well down the right field line. It is into the bullpen down there. That's section 405 out there in right center field. Pretty heavily populated this afternoon. We had a great crowd last night for the opener, and looks to be the same today.
Yeah, good weather. Looks like they got some group out there in section 405.
Count will stay at 2-2. NCAA women's basketball regional across the street at the Lloyd Noble Center. So that game was at 1:30. Got done about 3:45. Just perfect timing for fans to matriculate across the street here. Oklahoma was a winner in the opening round. Mississippi State, they will play in the women's tournament a little later on. We're playing one of those 8-9 matchups against Cal. And unfortunately, both the men's programs, these 2 schools, eliminated yesterday on day 2 of the men's NCAA tournament. 3-2 the count here on Aaron Downs. Really crouched low and draws the walk. That's the second one issued by Cade Crossland. So here is Hunter Hines. Second active career home runs leader in college baseball, 57 for his career. He is 1 shy of 3rd place on Mississippi State's list. Rafael Palmeiro, the all-time Bulldogs leader in homers. Fastball there, swung on and missed. Cade Crossland out in front, 0-2 against Hines, who was 1 for 4 in last night's game, and he got him swinging.
Just came right at him. Heavy dose of fastballs. This kid catch up.
So here's Joe Powell. Powell catching after Ross Highfill was, as we said, hit by pitch. Got him up in the face and nose area. He's doing better, but not in the lineup today, obviously. This is the 5th start at catcher for Joe Powell this year. Powell did come on and get a plate appearance in last night's game. Was 0 for 1. Drives this one pretty well toward left field, but Gamble chases it down out near the warning track. And there's out number 2.
Yeah, that ball is hit pretty well. Gamble got a great jump on that ball. Obviously his legs better. You know, this is a good defensive outfield, and they can run, especially with Walk in center field.
And Walk can really go get it. But you see Gamble, no slouch out there. Sam Christensen in right. Here's Dylan Cupp. Good first pitch there by Crossland. Cupp last night drove in what proved to be the game deciding run. Had a sacrifice fly in the top of the 7th inning. And that drove home the man who was running, in fact, for the injured Ross Highfill. It was Michael O'Brien who had come on to run. He scored on the sacrifice fly, made it 2-0 at the time. And then Oklahoma got a run in the bottom of the 7th on a walk double. But that was the final 2-1. And it was that sacrifice fly by Cupp that was the eventual deciding run. Hard hit to third off the heel of Willis's glove. He'll pick it up and throw him out anyway. So a leadoff walk to Downs. He's left stranded as Cade Crossland gets the next 3 Bulldogs in order. And Oklahoma carries a 5-0 lead to the bottom of the 2nd inning, trying to even up this 3-game SEC series at a game apiece. Behind Ben Davis, and he'll face Trey Gamble, who singled and scored in the 1st inning. Already seen Gamble test that
a couple
leg injury.
Times. Yeah, he went first to 3rd, ran that ball down the last half inning in left field. Those leg injuries, hamstrings, if you don't get completely healed, yeah, it's easy to re-aggravate that.
How much is it in your head as you're out there running, thinking, oh, did I feel something again?
A lot. I've had a couple hamstring injuries. Well, here comes the shift from the Bulldogs' third baseman's going all the way to the other side.
Yeah, this is
instead of rotating the shortstop.
And I suppose that makes a little bit of sense. You leave conceivably your best infielder over on one side and maybe your fastest infielder over there, or your fastest guy on that side.
Right, and a guy that has a little more range probably too to cover up more ground.
So the third baseman Reese is now in between the second baseman Reeves and the first baseman Hines as Gamble fouls this one off. Gamble batting .373, 7 runs driven in. But that on-base percentage is now up around .550 on the year. And Skip Johnson, it's interesting, we were asking him about Trey Gamble. He said it's a little bit like an offensive lineman in football. Maybe you don't notice what you have until he's not there. Well, they haven't had him for 3 games, and not that Skip and the staff didn't know that, but it becomes more obvious to everybody when he's not in there just how much he meant.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like I said, he finds a way on base and creates offense.
Rifles this one off the glove of Hines. Gamble dives head first to that outside green bag, and he beats Ben Davis, the pitcher, there on the force play.
Let's see if they score that.
I think you gotta go base hit, don't you? That ball was squashed.
It was squashed, but it was pretty much right at him. Well, I guess not right at him. They gave him there.
So it's an error charged. And that play right there, that's one of the reasons we have the green bag now.
Yeah, no, you're right. And then, you know, and Ben Davis got caught watching the situation. If he is covering the bag like he's supposed to, that's an out.
But Oklahoma trying to take advantage of the third Mississippi State error in just over an inning of play today. Easton Carmichael singled and scored in the first. There goes Gamble. The throw by Powell is on target, and he cuts him down.
Looked like that tag might have been between his arms.
And that's what Gamble, I think, is saying, signaling to the Oklahoma dugout that
Oklahoma
maybe
is challenging
the tag
the call
didn't.
of out at second base.
Like I said, I'm glad these umpires are mic'd up now. Yeah.
Hard to tell from the high home. This will be a better look.
Yeah. Looks like he beat it.
First off, what a throw by Powell.
Yeah, that was right on the money.
But yeah, that tag
he just
doesn't.
put the tag down in the middle, didn't get any part of his either hand.
And they are showing the replay on the video board out in left field. Once again, the centralized video system, so the umpires stay out and just await to hear the announcement. But that certainly looks like safe. And our camera's taking on the zoom in on the video
right there,
board. Yeah, that's a left hand on the bag with no tag.
And that's another tough defensive play for the Bulldogs here. I mean, like I said, that's a great throw by Powell.
That's the Hawkeye look.
Yeah, he's safe. Because he doesn't even really tag him until he starts coming up.
After review, the runner is safe at second base. Oklahoma keeps both of their challenges.
So Trey Gamble with the stolen base, safe on an error, and swipes second base. He is in scoring position. And you see Oklahoma second in the SEC with now 51 stolen bases. That is the MO of the offensive coordinator, Reggie Willits.
And Reggie was a great base runner. You know, he teaches these guys a lot of the nuances of how to steal bases, what to look for.
The two when he coached it as well in the big leagues.
Yep.
After playing in the major leagues. So Carmichael, the single and run scored his first time up. So Oklahoma sent 10 batters to the plate in the first inning. Rolls over this one. Scooped up by Reese, and he dropped it.
Wow.
Goodness.
That's the last thing I expected from Mississippi State defense.
They had committed 17 errors for the season and 4 already in 2 innings today. And he had done the hard part, really, that short hop.
Yeah, just on the exchange, he bobbles it and loses control.
So Oklahoma runners at first and third, 4 errors committed, 2 in each inning so far. And it's 1 by each infielder. You got to feel for Ben Davis.
Yeah.
He's like, man, they're hitting some balls hard, but I'm also kind of doing my job.
Yeah, that's 4 outs.
You know, last night's game, Oklahoma committed an error in the first inning. And we were talking with Skip Johnson earlier about Kyson Witherspoon's response to that. He said a lot of guys get spun out, and Kyson Witherspoon just bared down and got outs after that and limited the damage to just 1 run in the first inning. You see Powell going to jog back behind the plate, accompanied by the plate umpire Jordan Farrell. We've had a lively one so far, Rich.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, like you said, that I don't know if I've ever seen 4 errors with one on all 4 infielders.
Here's Jackson Willits. He was safe on an error by Reeves, the second baseman, his first time, and he came in to score. And calmly, Davis delivers a strike. Willits watches this one go a little bit low. Willits batting .303, leading Oklahoma with 6 home runs for the year. One and 2 now, the count. On Willits' ground ball, on which the error was committed, Trey Gamble scored the first run of the game back in the first inning. Back up the middle, diving is the second baseman Reeves, but he can't reach it. Trey Gamble scores for the second time today, and Carmichael stops at third. It's an RBI base hit for Jackson Willits, and Oklahoma has taken a 6-0 lead. Be an unearned run because Gamble reached on the error, but it's on the board nonetheless.
Yeah, good 2-strike hitting. That's a mistake by Davis. He left that ball middle. He's able to shoot it by the diving Sawyer Reeves.
And that forces the hand of pitching coach Justin Parker. He has to make a change with nobody out in the second inning. Well, it had the feel of one of those kind of days where the bullpen was going to factor in, but Mississippi State certainly didn't want it to be a factor in the second inning.
Yeah, they weren't expecting that.
This is Evan Sierry coming in from the pen. We will tell you about him when we return, with Oklahoma leading 6-0 in the bottom of the second.
You know, and I don't know, we've seen comebacks on days like today with the wind blowing, but this, if OU adds a couple more here, it's going to be tough.
Evan Sierry Jr. from Columbus, Mississippi. 3rd year in the program. Excellent strikeouts to walks ratio of 14-2. But throwing strikes really hasn't been the problem for Ben Davis. Oklahoma with runners at first and third and nobody out. Already a run home here in this inning, and a big hack there. Looked like Taki was trying to ambush one.
Yeah. Tried to get that first pitch fastball, just not able to catch up with it.
Sierry deals a little bit up and in. Dayton Taki doubled home a run and scored a run in the first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So pitch 2 was actually called a strike. I thought it was high.
Yeah, it was a curveball, a little bit up.
That's what I get for umpiring in the booth. Stay in your lane, right? So here's Kyle Branch with one away. Maybe Sierry's the tonic for the Bulldogs. Not that it was all the fault of Ben Davis, but sometimes just a new guy out there, you hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Branch was safe on an error and scored a run in the first. 91-mile-an-hour fastball there from Evan Sierry. So Cal Branch batting .347. Bouncing ball to the second baseman Reeves. He'll flip to Cup for one, and the relay is dropped as a run crosses the plate. That just came out of the glove of Hunter Hines, and it's 7-0.
Just popped right out. And then that'll be another error.
Yeah, you have to charge an error there, don't you?
I think so.
Sam Christensen's going to be the batter. Branch is safe at first. Christensen drove in a run and scored a run. He had an RBI base hit to right field in the first. But they say you cannot assume the double play,
right.
but that throw was on target and it beat the runner.
Yeah.
And in order for the run to count, the error had to happen. How's that scorebook looking over there, Rich?
It's pretty messy already. We're not even all the way through 2 yet. Oh, 2 the count. Sierra throwing strikes. Oklahoma posting 2 more runs. And a ball and 2 strikes now. Count is all square with 2 down. Sam Christensen batting .276. His RBI base hit in the first made it 4-0. And this one off the front facing of the Mississippi State dugout. This game already an hour old, and we're in the second. Got the runner leaning, but able to dive around the tag is Kyle Branch. Sierra tries it again. Branch a little more aware this time. Certainly a stolen base threat. He is 6 for 6, but 2 outs and a 2-2 count here. There goes Branch. It's a one-hop throw, and that's exactly what happened. Is Powell was just kind of casually delay stealed by Branch. See him shuffle, then go. Like I said, Powell a little bit lackadaisical back there.
And a full count here on Christensen. There's ball 4 and another stolen base for Branch. He's just running around the bases.
Yeah, like a merry-go-round.
So Branch has stolen second and third, and Christensen draws the walk with 2 outs.
Yeah. On consecutive pitches, no less.
That'll bring in Mudler, who walked back in the first. Sierra pours a strike over the outer half of the plate. Nothing start for Oklahoma. 5 hits. And there goes Christensen to second base. He'll get it uncontested. The Sooners kind of trying to bait Powell into a throw there and sneak the run home from third.
Yeah, that's when you try to get caught in a rundown and try to score Branch on the backside.
Butler chases a high fastball, and it's 1-2. Two more men in scoring position. A base hit would blow this one open. Mudler into the hole at short. Backhanded by Cup. Throw on target. And the inning is over. But Oklahoma adds two more on just one base hit and leaves a couple of men out there. Through two, 7-0 Sooners in Norman. To talk about so far today, Kate Crossland back out to the bump for the Sooners. He's had a little base traffic today. A couple of base runners in the first. He got out of it. Gave up a leadoff walk in the second and got out of it. And he'll go to work against the top of the lineup here, Sawyer Reeves. Reeves had a double, and then he was at second base when a ground ball was hit to short. Reeves tried to go from second to third on that ground ball, and he got thrown out at third and cut down in the first inning. He scored one of the 2 runs last night for the Bulldogs. Kate Crossland now 3-0, in danger of once again walking the leadoff man. There's a fastball for a strike. How pivotal is game 2 in a series? You know, we talk about the Friday night starter and how much fun the Sunday game was.
It's if you're on the losing side of game 1, it's huge.
Rocketed past the bag at first into the right field foul ground, and I think that got stuck underneath the mat over there, which covers the right field wall. So it'll be a ground rules double, and Sawyer Reeves is 2 for 2 with a pair of 2-baggers.
Yeah, pretty good piece of hitting there. He just lashed that ball down the right field line.
So Reeves has both hits for the Bulldogs so far today. That'll get Ace Reese to the plate. Pretty good breaking pitch there. Lefty to lefty from Kate Crossland. Reese has belted 6 home runs. He has driven in 27. That's the most on this team, and he hits this one well to center field. Walk still going back. The wind's got it, and this ball is gone. Perfectly hit up into the wind, and Ace Reese homers to make it a 7-2 game. It's his 7th home run. RBIs 28 and 29 as the Bulldogs answer back in the 3rd. If you were going to put it in line, this path of flight is about perfect.
Yeah, that's fastball middle, and big strong guy. He's able to get it up in the wind, and Walk didn't have enough height on that jump to rob it, and he's a little late getting over there, but that ball's hit very well.
So Ace Reese makes it a 7-2 game. Nobody out, and a big hack here by Noah Sullivan. Sullivan grounded out to short his first time up. He's down in the count 0-2 against Kate Crossland. It's the first home run hit this weekend by either team. I would venture that it will not be the last. Sullivan is a native of Orlando, spent 3 seasons at USC Upstate, and he also pitches. USC Upstate is in the Big South Conference. Had a double last night. On-base percentage of .550, which is top 10 in the SEC. And he nearly shot that one for extra bases. Going to take a moment here for Sam Christensen to have to go track that ball down. Flip it out of play. Another 0-2 in the air, center field. Plenty of real estate out there for walk. One down now in the top of the third. Full slate of games around the SEC once again today. We'll be keeping you updated with that. But Georgia beat Florida 17-2 earlier. One of the finals that's in. And Georgia's taken the first 2 games of that series. An 0-5 start in conference play for Florida. They were number 5 in the country coming into conference play. And they've started 0-5. They'll play game 3 of that series tomorrow. Reed Stallman walked his first time. Now. Georgia won a close one yesterday, 8-7 over Florida. Rylan Zaborowski hit his 13th home run of the year for Georgia last night. That leads the country. The bashing Bulldogs. This one is rifled out into right field by Stallman. It rolls all the way to the base of the wall. Christensen will pick it up and won't get it back in time. Stallman has a double. He's been on base twice.
Yeah, it's another pitch. Middle. Turns on it. At least he kept the ball out of the air. Guess that's a plus.
So Reed Stallman has his 4th double of the year. And with 1 away, here's Bryce Chance. He fly it out to Christensen, the right fielder, his first time up today. Fly ball towards center, shallow, and Walk won't be able to make a play, but he's able to kind of decoy Stallman out there at second base. Stallman wasn't going to take any chances on Walk potentially coming to catch that. So he stays put.
Yeah, that's good base running.
You see Walk put his glove up there as though he's going to catch it. So 4 hits in the inning now for the Bulldogs. 2 runs home on the 2-run home run by Reese. And here's Aaron Downs, who walked his first time. Breaking pitch in there for a strike from Cade Crossland. Both teams have 5 hits. But Oklahoma with the 7-2 advantage. 0-2 now to Downs. Senior right fielder. 4-year guy who's had to battle through injuries during his career as a Bulldog. Fights that one off. One and two now on Aaron Downs. I think the crowd's into it.
Yeah, they wanted that one.
Right back to the pitcher. Crossland throws it low. What a scoop that was by Branch. Did he keep his foot on the bag? The second base umpire, Michael Carroll, says yes, that Oklahoma gets the force play. We'll look at it again.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, there's no dispute from the Bulldogs dugout. So it'll be a 1-4 fielder's choice play.
That could have been dangerous. The ball gets by Branch here. That's a good job by him picking that ball from Crossland.
So Chance is forced at second. Downs is safe at first. And on to third goes Stallman as Hunter Hines takes a strike. Hines struck out his first time up. And it's 0-2. It was all fastballs the first time to Hunter Hines.
Yeah, he just thrown 3 in a row.
That one glances off Mudler's glove, and racing into store comes Stallman. 7-3 ball game on a wild pitch. And down to second base on the play as well goes Aaron Downs. Bulldogs chiseling into the Sooners lead here in the third. 1-2 on Hines. And the 2-2 is well hit to right field. Christensen back to the warning track, reaches up. It's off his glove, off the top of the wall, and gone. It's a 2-run home run for Hunter Hines. We'll get another look at it, but Rich, I believe that it hit Sam Christensen's glove and then went over the top of the wall.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it hit his glove or not, or it just went into that netting in section 405.
Maybe this look will tell us it should.
Yeah,
just barely over his glove and into the netting.
Yeah.
So Hines blasts the home run, and the Bulldogs bite back. They're within 2 with a 5 spot here in the third. Career home run number 58, third most in Mississippi State history. And here's Joe Powell. 2 2-run home runs in the inning. One by Reese, one by Hines. And 0-2 now to Joe Powell, who flied to left his first time. Did he hold up? He did not. On the appeal to first base umpire Eric Gaucher, Mudler will throw down to first to make the out official. Bulldogs right back in it. 5 runs home in the inning. 2 2-run home runs. One by Ace Reese. And to right field off the bat of Hunter Hines. The 58th of his career has Mississippi State within a run. He was able to get the final 3 outs in the second inning. So Oklahoma had pushed across a couple of runs to stretch their lead to 7-0. Sierra came on and was able to get the side as he retired 3 of the 4 batters that he faced. And now goes to work against Dawson Willis. We got a brand new game at 7-5 after a pair of 2-run home runs by Reese and Hines. And the Bulldogs right back in the fight. Dawson Willis had an RBI ground out in the 5-run Oklahoma first inning. Back up the middle and into center field. So Oklahoma's had the leadoff man aboard 2 out of 3 innings. And the leadoff man, Jason Walk, will bat for the 3rd time in 3 innings.
What a difference a day makes. I mean, well, we had three or 4 hits yesterday, and we've got 12 between the 2 teams in 2.5 innings.
Walk shows bunt, pitches a little bit outside, and a stolen base. Dawson Willis slides in safely. That's his 8th stolen base in 8 tries. He was visiting with Todd Butler before the game, the Oklahoma recruiting coordinator and assistant coach. He has Oklahoma's single season stolen bases record with 46. And Willis is on the move. That ball skips past Powell to the back screen, and he was going to have that stolen anyway. The third baseman Reese was way in down the line at third.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time OU stolen third base, and both had really good jump. Branch was the other one. They've got him timed up out there. He's going to have to switch up his looks.
Walk shows bunt, pops this one up, and there's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. But I was asking Todd Butler, I said, is it just hands down that Walk is the fastest guy on this team? He said, well, you know, Son Harris can run. Yeah, then there's Willis. He can run a little bit. I mean, they've got speed threats all over the place. Walk hits this one well toward left center field, but on the move chasing it down is Chance. Willis will tag up and score on a sacrifice fly by Jason Walk, who drives home Sooner run number 8 in an 8-5 contest. So Walk's driven in 2 runs in the series now. Base is empty and 1 down. But Jason Walk gets the job done. And Oklahoma's running game factors in again, Rich.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Gamble pulls this one sharply foul outside first.
They steal bases. They take extra bases on base hits and doubles, and you know, they ran into some outs throughout the season, but most of the time they force the other team, especially play catch from the outfield, to throw you out at the next base.
Gamble slashes this one toward left center field, and ranging back to grab it is Reed Stallman for out number 2. Gamble now 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored, and his return to the Oklahoma lineup after missing 3 games with a lower leg strain. And here's Easton Carmichael. He's been on base twice and scored twice. Carmichael singled and scored in the first, and reached on an error and scored in the second. In the air, pretty well hit to right. Downs back near the warning track, reaches out and can't grab it. It hits off the warning track, and Carmichael will stop at second base with a double. Now the throw is bobbled out there by Reeves, the second baseman, and Carmichael takes third. Yeah, that cutoff throw, and Reeves just didn't come up with it cleanly. So Carmichael was watching it. He scampers on down 90 feet.
Was that a double and an error, or just a triple?
I'm glad you're scoring this, not me.
I don't know.
I mean, that's close to a catch. And then watch the bobble here.
Yeah.
almost have to charge an error on the throw by Downs.
Yeah, I guess that's the only way. I thought Downs was going to catch it. He had a really good jump on that ball.
So it will be a double and then an error again on Downs. So 5 errors by 5 different players today. And here's Willits with an 0-1 count. Willits was safe on an error and scored in the first and then singled in the second. 1-1 the count to the Oklahoma shortstop. Easton Carmichael's got 2 hits now. He's got single double and he's been on base 3 times. He's at third. Willits rifles this one deep right center field. You can touch them all as this one is gone. Team leading 7th home run of the season for number 7.
He knew right when he hit that one. Yeah, when you hit it good, you know it. He walked that one off.
He hit 10 home runs as a freshman last year.
Basically half a season.
Yeah, from April 10th on, he hit all 10. Oklahoma and back out to a 10-5 lead. Plate umpire
Cut the
Jordan
music.
Farrell. The crowd getting on Jordan Farrell because he turned around and told him to turn off the music. Big hack here by Taki. And the center fielder Bryce Chance is under it for the final out. But Oklahoma loud again in the third in answering the 5 runs that the Bulldogs got in the top half. Oklahoma responds with 3 runs to take a 10-5 lead to the 4th.
This isn't really shopping.
Wow, the quality's amazing.
I mean, discovering more of what we love for less just feels like something else, right?
That's a yes.
This isn't shopping. This is beyond shopping. This is finding.
Buy one, get one with Publix BOGOs on Instacart. When you buy one, you get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. Instacart and Publix. Add life to cart. Check Instacart for new Publix BOGOs every week.
Here.
Same time next month?
Okay.
Who's that?
Oh, just an annoying subscription.
He sucks. You gotta get rid of him.
I know, but he's just so hard to cancel.
Just download Rocket Money. You cancel subscriptions you don't want right in the app, and it might even be able to get you a refund on some of the money you lost. Download Rocket Money today.
I must really enjoy playing with toilets.
Weird. Let's explain how we got here. Clorox did an experiment measuring people's brain waves and found that petting puppies feels pretty good.
Oh my goodness, hello?
Not surprising, but you know what feels even better? Cleaning a toilet.
Really?
For him, it did.
That is crazy.
Whoa. And for these participants, clean felt better than getting a massage, playing video games, and getting their nails done. Rethink what makes you feel good.
Getting in a workout here, just like the Bats have so far today.
Man.
I want no part of that.
No, I'm too big for that. You guys are knocking them out, though.
It's kind of like the pace of the offenses so far today.
Right?
15 combined runs, 14 hits.
3 innings.
In 3 innings. Bulldogs back at it. They sent 8 men to the plate in the third in capturing 5 runs. But then the Sooners responded with 3 more to retake a 5-run lead. Kate Crossland is back out there. And Dylan Cupp slashes this one foul. Cupp grounded out to the third baseman Willis, his first time today. Dylan Cupp missed all but 22 games a season ago with a knee injury. Trusting it more and more as he comes back from the injury. To third. Willis tries to dive, but it's between him and the bag and down into the left field foul corner. And Dylan Cupp has a standing double to start the Bulldogs' 4th. number 5 for the sophomore shortstop. Crossland has given up 7 hits now. There is some activity in the Oklahoma bullpen. And back to the top of the lineup for Sawyer Reeves, who is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles in this game.
Yeah, 2 pitches. Or actually, that was last night's, and to lead off the game, and today to lead off the game.
.366 hefty average. Down and in for a 2-0 count. We'll see how long Skip Johnson goes with Cade Crossland, but Oklahoma's offense just continuing to respond, and as we say that, Skip's coming out of the dugout. He is not afraid to make a mid-at-bat pitching change, but we'll see if it's maybe just a do-better talk for Cade Crossland here. Skip Johnson's so great at working with pitchers. Go out to the bullpen and just sit for a little while and watch the master craftsman. That is Michael Catalano getting loose. Five doubles on the year now for Reeves, 2 of them in this game. And 3-0 the count. A 4-pitch walk. And so Reeves has been on base 3 times in this game. Third walk issued by Cade Crossland. And the Bulldogs have runners at first and second to start the 4th. Ace Reese. 2-run home run with Reeves aboard in the 3rd. He was trying to hit another one.
He was right on that pitch, fouled it straight back.
Reese clubbed 7 home runs in making the All Big 12 freshman team at Houston a year ago. This is his 9th multi-RBI game of the year. He's been super productive up near the top of the lineup for Chris Lemonis and the Bulldogs. He went around there. That's 1-2. Reese has also flied out to left field today. And 2-2 now.
Good stop by Ludler there. That's a tough pitch to block.
And that 2-2 pitch, it pop out of Mudler's glove and then maybe hit Reese.
I think it fouled. He just foul tipped it.
Okay.
Into the ground.
So it'll stay 2-2.
Yeah, he just little check swing.
Cade Crossland. Reese hits a high drive, deep right center field. Walk chases back. This ball is out of here. 2 home runs for Ace Reese. A 2-run shot in the 3rd. A 3-run shot in the 4th. And it's a 10-8 ball game.
My goodness, he hammered that ball.
Aces are wild today.
I mean, that's right down the middle, and he knew it. That was over the batter's eye.
So Ace Reese has gotten the Bulldogs back within 2. And Skip Johnson forced to go to his bullpen here in the 4th inning with nobody out and 3 runs in. We've got a 2-run game. It's getting interesting already.
At first base. Skip Johnson says he was just a little sore going into the game. He's getting used to playing a 56-game schedule. He's used to starting once a week in high school, guys, and playing 20 to 30 games. Chad, it just seemed like some growing pains, nothing to be too concerned about.
Thank you, Carly. Yeah, that lengthy 56, you hope to play about 60 plus if you'll go all the way through Omaha, but it's an adjustment for a true freshman, isn't it, Rich? You started at shortstop as a true freshman.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a grind. You know, you're playing 4 or 5 games a week depending on what's going on, and you know, this freshman's handled it very well. It was just kind of a awkward landing when he was covering first base on Tuesday when he tweaked it a little bit.
Catalano has been very good. And the other adjustment is so many of these guys were starting pitchers. And oftentimes, if you're at this level, then you were probably pretty dominant as a starting pitcher in high school.
Yeah.
He's out of Frisco High School. Sullivan smacks this one foul. Sullivan is 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and fly to center field today. Had a double last night, did Noah Sullivan. Well, it is the bullpen's game to have. And I think we talked about that in the beginning, but I'm just not certain either of us thought it would be this fast.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, I figured the starters would go at least 4. The way the ball's been flying out of here, that Reese has 2 home runs. That last one was way out.
This one foul over the roof of the stadium. Crowd's been into it. An overflow type of crowd here. Just look at all of them. It's the type of SEC environment you want and need. Series finale is tomorrow. It'll be at 2 o'clock first pitch. Catalano's 2-2. Again, sprayed foul by Noah Sullivan. That is a glorious mustache. You think he uses mustache wax on that? He's kind of got the ends curled.
Yeah, got the Raleigh fingers.
Well, he does also pitch. This one is just off the glove of Willis. And he rifles it all the way to the base of the wall and left. Noah Sullivan has a stand-up double. Still nobody out in this 4th inning. And that's 3 hits in the inning for Mississippi State.
Yeah, and Sullivan's a tough out. I mean, he's hitting .406.
That's 8 doubles for Sullivan on the year. It'll get Reed Stallman to the plate. First to throw out, and Sullivan is back in safely under the tag. Close play, though.
Yeah, good timing play right there between Willits and Catalano. Quick feet, yeah.
Reed Stallman doubled and scored in the 3rd. Hits this one into right center field. That's going to fall in. Walk will play it on a hop as Sullivan makes a little turn at 3rd and holds right there. Second hit for Reed Stallman. He's been on base 3 times, including a walk back in the first. And so the tying run is aboard for Mississippi State here in the 4th inning. And Bryce Chance is set to stand in. 10 hits for the Bulldogs, 8 for the Sooners. And now 8 extra base hits for Mississippi State amongst the 10. Bryce Chance is 1 for 2, fly to right in the first and then singled in the third. There goes Stallman towards second base. The throw is right on target, and Mudler is able to cut down Reed Stallman for the first out of the inning. And Noah Sullivan stays put at third base.
A good throw by Mudler there. You know, they had the throw through play all the way on all the way, knowing that Sullivan's not a great runner. He probably wouldn't try to take home on that.
Pitch cut off by the third baseman Willis. He'll get the out at first as Sullivan comes in to score. An RBI ground out by Bryce Chance makes it a 1-run game. Two down and the base is clear. Bulldogs with 4 runs in the frame make it a 1-run game. The big 3-run home run by Reese, his second of the game. Aaron Downs takes outside ball 1. And Catalano back with a strike on the inner half. Downs is 0 for 1 today. Swinging strike 2. Downs walked in the second, was safe on a fielder's choice play in the third. Michael Catalano looking for the strikeout. And another 1-2. Got him this time. A fastball. He just poured it past Downs. Inning over, but 4 more for the Bulldogs, including the second home run of the game for Ace Reese. 2 big blasts for the third baseman. He's driven in 5 of the 9 Mississippi State runs. And we've got a 1-run game headed to the bottom of 4. We will see which bullpen can better stabilize this game. It is in need of stabilization. 19 runs plated and a 10-9 lead for Oklahoma. And the pitchers duel last night, 2-1 with 27 strikeouts combined.
Amazing.
6 strikeouts so far today combined. Evan Sierra against Kyle Branch, who lifts this one to shallow center field. Wind's going to carry it out a little bit for Chance. 1 away, though. These two teams meeting for the first time as SEC foes. The series is all tied 4-4 with 1 tie. Sam Christensen stands in for the Sooners. Singled and scored back in the first. He's also walked. They played a tie out in the Dodger Stadium Classic in 2016. They tied at 5 because of travel constraints on both teams, as Christensen ropes this one over into the bullpen. Rich, you played in this series down in Starkville back in your playing days.
Yeah, the regional, they hosted regional in 1992.
Nothing in 2 here to Sam Christensen. You can see Oklahoma's postseason appearances.
Yeah. We won that regional 92, went to the World Series, and we went again 94, 95.
And brought home a championship in 1994.
Yeah, that's one of the hottest teams I've ever been a part of. We were only behind 1 inning in the regional and the World Series. And it was the very first inning of the regional in Austin against Arkansas State.
To the first baseman, Hunter Hines, flipping to Sierry at the bag for the second out. Scott Mudler set to stand in for the Sooners with the bases empty and 2 gone. Butler batting .243. He walked back in the first and also has grounded out to short. Maybe it'll be Sierry and Catalano who kind of settle in out there for these 2 teams.
At least eat up a few innings.
Not this time, though. That one is blistered past the diving first baseman, Hunter Hines. And a 2-out single for Scott Mudler is his first hit. It is the 9th for the Sooners.
Yeah, he hit that ball well. Diving attempt by Hines, just couldn't come up with it.
Well, Sierry, 2 2/3 of work for him now. He's given up 3 earned runs and 4 hits. And here's Dawson Willis, who singled and scored. It was back in the 3rd. Willis scored on a sac fly by Jason Walk. And here he lifts this one to medium depth out in left field. And Stallman puts away the 3rd out. A 2-out single by Scott Mudler, but he's left stranded, and we'll turn to the 5th inning in Norman with Oklahoma leading Mississippi State 10-9 on SEC Network Plus. Crowd has enjoyed it, and they've already gotten their money's worth today. 19 runs, 19 hits between the 2 teams. A 2-homer day for Ace Reese, and we've also seen a little bit of history. Hunter Hines, this 2-run home run in the 3rd inning, 58th of his career. He is now 10 shy of Rafael Palmeiro for the all-time Mississippi State lead, and homer number 58 places him 3rd, tied with Bruce Castoria. Had an incredible first couple of seasons. How about Will Clark and Rafael Palmeiro on the same team at Mississippi State?
Yeah. Safe to say those guys got plenty of hits. Well, and wasn't Bobby Thigpen on that team too? I think he might have been.
And there's the active Division I list. And he is tied at the top of that. 1-2. Into right center field. That one will fall. Walk is able to cut it off. Hines stops at first, and he's got a leadoff base hit in the 5th. The tying run is aboard. Revenge of the bats today. Now 20 hits combined. Joe Powell is 0 for 2. He has flied to left and struck out in this one. There's still activity out in Oklahoma's bullpen. Both teams used 3 pitchers in last night's game, but the starters were excellent. Pico Khan went 6 innings. Kyson Witherspoon 6 2/3 for Oklahoma. Good breaking pitch there from Catalano. Powell goes after that one. He's down in the count 1-2. Mudler blocks it, and Hines stays put. And Catalano able to strike out Joe Powell. Second time Powell has struck out in this one. 1 away, and Dylan Cupp will be the batter. Dylan Cupp doubled and scored in the 4th. He's also grounded out to 3rd base today. Michael Catalano, one of the young arms that Skip Johnson has at his disposal. Jacob Golston's just a sophomore. Jason Bowden pitched last night. He's a sophomore. And there's a strike. Jaden Barfield is another freshman, left-hander that Skip Johnson's utilized as well.
A lot of good young arms.
The 1-1 a little bit downstairs to Cupp. The top of the order, Sawyer Reeves is on deck. And now 3-1 on Cupp. Cupp was 0 for 3 last night, but drove in the deciding run with a sacrifice fly in the 7th inning. And ball 4. Runners at first and second and 1 away. First walk issued by Catalano. That's just the 3rd one that he has issued this season. And here is Reeves, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. He's also walked. There has yet to be a 1-2-3 inning in this game. As Catalano throws out to Kyle Branch. Took a little something off that pitch. good 0-1 breaking pitch. Quickly 2 strikes and nothing on Sawyer Reeves. Oklahoma got 5 runs in the first, 2 more in the second, and led 7-0. But then the ball started leaving the ballpark. Reese and Hines both homered in the third to get the Bulldogs back in it. And Reese hit another one, a 3-run shot in the fourth. Jackson Willits is homered for Oklahoma. In the air down the right field line. Long run over there for the right fielder Christensen. It'll land foul for a 1-2 count. Wind still gusting, maybe not quite as heavily as it was at the beginning, and should continue to die off as the sun sets. And we could be here a while.
Yeah,
the sun could long have set by the time we're done.
Yeah. Keep going like this.
Fouls off another one. That hits the facing of the stadium and then bullets back down into the fans right there. He deserves that one. I think he took that in the back of the head to get it. Another one to Reeves. Back up the middle into center field. Around third as Hunter Hines walks through to the plate, is not in time, and we are tied at 10 on an RBI single by Sawyer Reeves. You see Skip Johnson already going to the bullpen as this game is deadlocked at 10. And outs are oh so tough to come by. So we'll see the third Sooner pitcher of the game. It's Gavin Jones. This was a rocket here.
Yeah, just right back up the middle. Wasn't a very sharp breaking ball, and he just stayed back on it and drove it up the middle. Good piece of hit.
Gavin Jones, the 6'1", 205-pound sophomore from White Oak, Oklahoma, and transferred from McLennan Community College. And he has had his moments. You see 9th appearance for him. 13 total innings, and there's an excellent strikeouts to walks ratio, Rich, of 12-1 for this lefty.
Yeah, he's been throwing the ball really well, and we've seen a lot of positive stuff. But you know, Catalano had a little bit of rough outing right there, and he threw really well his last outing. So we'll see what happens here. It's been a lot of offensive fireworks on both sides today,
and a lot of it has been supplied by the man about to come to the plate here, Ace Reese. Ace Reese has flied out and then left the yard twice. That one came in the third inning, and then a 3-run blast. Well out of here in the fourth. He's driven in 5 with a pair of home runs today.
Yeah. He's having a day.
All even at 10. Oklahoma once led 7-0. They led 10-5 as well. The last 5 runs scored by the Bulldogs, who won last night 2-1. 2 men aboard and 1 out. And here's Gavin Jones working to Reese. Maybe Gavin Jones' best outing for Oklahoma was against second-ranked Virginia. Came out of the bullpen and helped Oklahoma to that extra innings win down at Round Rock. And 0-2 here on Reese. Ace Reese, kind of destined to be a ball player, right?
Yeah, that's a good baseball name for sure.
Got him looking. Gavin Jones posts out number 2 in the 5th inning. The fastball there, Rich?
Yeah, just froze him. Fastball inner half.
And so here's Noah Sullivan, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored today.
This feels like a big matchup right here. Sullivan, a really good hitter. Guys on base.
Sullivan, the leading hitter on this Mississippi State team. He was on when Reese hit his second home run of the game, the 3-run shot. Just a veteran guy. Noah Sullivan was in the transfer portal, USC Upstate. Chris Lemonis and staff plucked him out of there, and he has produced. 1-1 the count on him here. Gavin Jones is looking sharp with that pitch right there.
Yeah, good breaking ball in the outer third. I feel like this is a big bat right here.
Who's going to be the guy from one bullpen or the other to steady things?
Ooh.
Hopefully everyone's okay over there in that third base dugout occupied by the Sooners. Under fire. And Jones just missed with that one.
Pretty good pitch, trying to get him to chase there.
So the 2-2 coming home to Sullivan. Off the glove of Gavin Jones. Willett's got it. The throw is not in time, though. Sullivan beats the wrap, and the bases are loaded for the Bulldogs with 2 down. Just see how much of Jones's glove that one got.
Not much. I think it just caught part of the mound, popped up. Willits just couldn't close fast enough and get rid of it fast enough to get him.
It'll be an infield hit for Sullivan. His second hit of the game. Reeves is at second, and Dylan Cupp is down at third with the potential go-ahead run with 2 down. And here's Reed Stallman, 2 for 2, and has a walk as well. So he's been on base 3 times. Stallman walked in the first, then doubled and scored in the third, and singled in the fourth. Base is full of Bulldogs. And the check swing sends the count to 1-1. Oklahoma has led up until here in the 5th inning. 10-10. And that one is hammered toward the Oklahoma dugout.
Got Reggie's coffee.
Another foul ball that shoots out of play. 20 combined runs, 22 hits, 5 errors, and we're not even halfway through this one.
Yeah.
Bulldogs have capitalized 6 times with men in scoring position. That'll send it to 2-2. Gavin Jones trying to get the final out here in the 5th inning, but not on that pitch. And now it's a full count.
Full count, and everybody, runner's going to be moving on the pitch.
And a walk breaks the tie. There go the runners. Strike 3. Gavin Jones with a critical strikeout for Oklahoma. The Bulldogs leave them loaded. As it turns out, the side struck out by the combination of Catalano and Jones, but Jones got the final 2 on strikeouts like this one. Tied at 10 halfway through. Bottom of the 5th coming up. At 10 apiece. And the Bulldogs go to the bullpen for Chase Hungate, versatile submariner. He could go 5 innings or so if they needed him to. And a bounce back arm and a different kind of an arm angle. 10th appearance for him. Jason Walker lashes the first pitch foul. Hungate is on the Stopper of the Year watch list. He's a transfer from both Virginia Commonwealth, where he spent 2022, and then spent 2023 and 24 at Virginia. Went to Omaha last year with the Cavaliers. First year at Mississippi State. Jason Walk is 0 for 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Walk drove in a run with a sacrifice fly to center field back in the 3rd. He was also lined to second base and struck out looking. And the count will stay at 1-2. First SEC series for these programs. 1-run game yesterday, tie ball game midway through here today. Walk in the air toward the left center. Reed Stallman, the left fielder, back near the wall, reaches up, bangs into the wall, and hangs on for the out. What a play by Reed Stallman.
Yeah, great play. Timed it up perfect on his jump. That ball, he jumps for that, and that ball bounces off that wall. That might be an inside the Parker for Walk.
Oh, I mean, face first as well.
Yeah. Good job holding on to that.
You see the spikes tearing through the wall padding out there. Make your mark.
Right. It's a big play.
Here's Trey Gamble. Yeah, you're right. If that ball somehow becomes dislodged, Walk is off to the races.
Yeah.
Gamble singled and scored in the 1st, then reached on an error, stole a base, and scored in the 2nd. He's also flied to left field. Rolls this one toward 3rd. Tough play for the pitcher.
Just
no chance. Hungate barehanded that ball, but Gamble runs really well. He's aboard with an infield single.
Yeah, just a swinging bunt right there. You can't place it better than that.
2nd hit for Trey Gamble.
Yeah, neither Hungate or Reeves had a play on that. There's nothing you can do.
hard out of the box. He's already got 1 stolen base today. Easton Carmichael is in. He's 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Single, double, and safe on an error has been Carmichael. Bulldogs committed 5 errors in the first 3 innings. 2 in the first and 2 in the second. And that certainly opened things up for Oklahoma. There's Evan Sierry, who his day is done out of the bullpen. And Hungate will try to keep Trey Gamble close. Gamble 9 for 9 in stolen bases on the year. Sooners have stolen 5 today and lead the SEC now in stolen bases. Strike 2. Carmichael sometimes becomes more dangerous with 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's a good 2-strike hitter. Chokes up on the bat, spreads out a little bit more.
And the count goes to 2-2. They'll play the final game of the series tomorrow, beginning at 2 o'clock. Expected pitching matchup: Carson Ligon for Mississippi State and Malachi Witherspoon for Oklahoma, as the Sooners split the Witherspoon twins up. They've previously been the 1 and 2 starters for Skip Johnson and the Sooners, but we'll see. Malachi Witherspoon tomorrow. Kyson was excellent last night, went 6 2/3 and struck out 11, but took his first loss of the year because Pico Khan was so good for Mississippi State, striking out 10 in 6 innings.
Yeah, both those guys were electric last night.
There's Pico Khan. Well-deserved day off for him. That's 4 throws over to first. Swing and a miss. 2 gone. Big pitch there by Hungate. You were talking about the at-bat in that last half inning. This one felt like a big one here.
Yeah. One of Oklahoma's better hitters. Chased the pitch there. 3-2 full count. Now they're going to have to try to produce something with 2 outs.
What is the challenge of the angle and delivery of Hungate?
It's... most guys that have trouble with guys that throw sidearm and submarine a little bit aren't able to change their eyes, because you're used to looking up around the face area and try to find that window when the ball's coming out of the release point just above the shoulder. But when you got it, it's releasing the ball around his waist, you got to lower your eyes around his belly and numbers, and then move your eyes out to his release point off to the side.
Jackson Willits homered in the 3rd. He's also singled and been safe on an error. 2 runs scored for the Sooner shortstop, and his team leading 7th home run today. Trey Gamble over there as the crowd getting into it on all the throws over. And Gamble calls time. He's dusted himself off. We've got time. by the first base umpire, Eric Goshi. Trey's being treated like he's the late Ricky Henderson over there.
Right, yeah. Oh, Ricky.
You were in spring training with Ricky Henderson, right?
Yeah, when he was with the Padres.
One of baseball's all-time greats and great characters.
Yes.
Ricky Henderson.
Key character for sure. But, man, what an athlete.
Oh. Bulldogs are going to shift. And again, it's the third baseman, Ace Reese, running all the way over in between the first baseman, Hines, and the second baseman, Reeves. And the pitch is down and in to Willits. Willits' home run was a 2-run shot. It made it 10-5 at the time. It's the last runs the Sooners have scored. Yeah.
One game might have more throws to first right now than pitches.
I think you're right. This feels like a big pitch. She's ready to capture it in film, or at least digital film. There goes Gamble, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to close it for Chase Hungate. He gives up the infield single, but nothing else. And the Sooners and Bulldogs remain tied at 10, headed to the 6th on SEC Network Plus. Hungate came out of the bullpen for the Bulldogs and struck out a pair of Sooners in the bottom of the 5th. So maybe we have found the bullpen stabilizers for the day.
Yeah. Both guys done a good job so far, but we still got a long way to go.
That we do. Bryce Chance leads things off for the Bulldogs here. 1 for 3 today. Drove in a run with a ground out back in the 4th. Gavin Jones misses inside. Chance is 3 for 7 in this weekend series. Drove in a run yesterday with an infield base hit. And 1-1 the count. These two institutions going to get to know one another very well over the years in the SEC. They've already got a nice commonality in Zach Selman, who is the director of athletics at Mississippi State. For many years, he was in the athletics department at Oklahoma with Joe Castiglione, one of the great ADs. And, of course, Zach's dad, Dewey, one of the all-time great college football players. He and his brothers were just legends. Leroy and Lucius, statue of the Selman brothers on Jenkins just across the street from Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, incredible players.
And then Jeff Levy, the head football coach at Mississippi State, is former Oklahoma offensive lineman and offensive coordinator. This pitch is waved at and missed by Bryce Chance. Just love the crowd and the energy for 2 full days. In the air to left center. Wynn's going to carry it out there near the warning track where it's tracked down by Gamble.
The ball's hit like that, you just hold your breath. It doesn't matter which side hits it. It gets up there, and for a while, it's going to carry.
Yes, it will. We had very little, if any, wind at all yesterday. No home runs hit. And today, for Oklahoma lately, this is a mild breeze. Yeah, compared to what this state has had to endure about the last 3 weeks. Aaron Downs in there, and a strike from Gavin Jones. What's different about Gavin Jones?
I don't think it's really anything deceptive. He just locates the ball well, throws a couple, two pitches for strikes consistently, and that, that'll work for you if you can locate.
One to the first baseman, Taki. Gavin Jones didn't go. He kind of checked with him, but he was not going to be able to cover. And fortunately, Taki's able to take care of it for the Sooners as Downs is retired.
Yeah, that was a good changeup there from Jones. Got him out front off the end of the bat. And like I said, fortunately, Taki's able to get the out unassisted because Jones wouldn't have been there.
Here's Hunter Hines. Career homer number 58 arrived for him in the third, tying him for the top number among active Division I players. Jones peppers another one through there. Hines also had a base hit with a run scored in the 5th inning. So he's 2 for 3 today and 3 for 7 in the weekend series. Ripped, but foul down the right field line. Skip Johnson so big on getting these young guys just a taste early on in non-conference play. We were talking about Gavin Jones, tossing him in there against the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, they got to get experience somehow, and you like to get them, like you said, get a taste of things before you hit conference play.
I mean, that was a tie ball game. Went 10 innings. And this young arm was right in the middle of it as Hines hits another one fouling out of play. All you can do is fail, and then you figure out how to get back up, which is the most important part.
Yeah, and key for these guys is to get out there and throw strikes and give yourself a chance. You don't want to give up free bases and walk guys and hit guys. And, you got good stuff. You just get it, throw it over the plate and let it work.
Just missed outside, and 2-2 here to Hunter Hines. Three balls, 2 strikes. Hines was among the 11 Mississippi State players drafted in the 2024 draft, most of any program in the country. And Oklahoma had that same thing happen to them in 2022 after they made it all the way to the College World Series championship game. But you got to reload fast. And Gavin Jones has just recorded the first 1-2-3 inning by either team all day. He has retired 4 in a row. That's headline news on a day like this. We've had 20 combined runs, 23 combined hits, and we're all tied. 10. Combined 20 runs, 23 hits. We're just now reaching the bottom of the 6th inning. Chase Hungate back out for the Bulldogs. Gave up an infield base hit, but then got a pair of strikeouts to close the 5th. He'll start his 2nd inning of relief work by facing Dayton Taki, the Oklahoma first baseman, who's 1 for 3. Taki doubled and scored in the 1st. The Sooners hopped on the Bulldogs quickly in that 1st inning. They got 5 pushed across. Mississippi State just wasn't ready. Committed a couple of errors. Dayton Taki was 1 for 4 last night. So now 2 for 7 in the series so far. And ahead in the count 3-0. And that one low. 4-pitch walk to start the inning. Rarity for Hungate.
Yeah, he doesn't walk very many guys.
That's his first of the year, as a matter of fact, for Chase Hungate. And a little concern there from Chris Lemonis. Kyle Branch is in for the Sooners. 0 for 3, but he's been safe on an error twice today. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and gets rung up by the plate umpire, Jordan Farrell. What does that tell you, Rich? Is he going to commit and bunt?
I think through the 4-pitch walk, he's just showing bunt, trying to distract the pitcher.
To the shortstop, Cup. He'll flip it to Reeves for one. The relay is in time, and the Bulldogs able to turn their 10th double play of the year.
Yeah, just a routine ground ball. Tailor-made double play. Good flip, good turn. That's how you draw it up.
Close at first, but out. Cup, Reeves, and Hines turn it. 2 down, bases clear, and here's Sam Christensen. High drive, got under it a little bit into right center field. Aaron Downs battling the sun a little bit out there, but the inning is over. So Chase Hungate faces the minimum in the 6th. That's the first time the Bulldogs have had a pitcher face the minimum in a half inning. And we're tied at 10, headed to the 7th in Norman. And he has done so with 3 strikeouts, just what Skip Johnson and the Sooners needed. Bullpen stabilization both ways these days with Hungate and Gavin Jones now. Joe Powell, Dylan Cup, and then the top of the order, Sawyer Reeves are the scheduled hitters. This game approaching the 3-hour mark. Oklahoma hasn't scored since the 3rd inning when they led this game 10-5. Mississippi State has come back to tie. Joe Powell 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts in this one. Powell began his collegiate career at Cincinnati. Played from 2020 to 22 there, and then stepped away, was going through training, was a firefighter, and he got the call to play at Mississippi State. And this is his 2nd season as a Bulldog. Skip Johnson is out of the Oklahoma dugout here. And the call to the bullpen has been made with 2 balls here on Joe Powell. So Gavin Jones able to retire 5 of 6, but he is going to be replaced by, looks like, Jason Bowden. I'll tell you about the pitching change when we come back to Eldale Mitchell. This is a new one for me, Rich.
Yeah.
It was pitching change time. Jason Bowden had come all the way in. He was standing over by 3rd base, and the umpire said, no, you cannot make this change with a 2-0 count on Joe Powell. So they sent him back out to the bullpen. And Gavin Jones will face Powell after the delay.
Yeah, it's a first for me.
And the fastball is right through there to Powell, who, as we mentioned, is 0 for 3. And a base hit dunked into left center field to lead off the 7th by Joe Powell. Go ahead run is aboard for Mississippi State. And now the pitching change is going to happen as Bowden will enter the game with a man aboard and nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. Jason Bowden now will be allowed to take the mound when we come back. Tonight's game. The right-handed sophomore from Orange, Texas, transfer from Texas A&M. Just an interesting scenario. You cannot change pitchers until the first batter of an inning has either made it out or reached base safely, and Oklahoma tried to do that there with a 2-0 count. But what was interesting about it was they let him jog all the way in from the bullpen before saying no.
Yeah, if they already knew, they should just told him you can't make the change.
At any rate, Dylan Cupp will be the batter. The go-ahead run is aboard here for the Bulldogs as Joe Powell had that leadoff single. 14 hits now for Mississippi State. And they've got 21 in the 2 games so far. Here's Cupp, doubled and scored in the 4th inning and then drew a walk in the 5th. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Showing bunt, and he bunts it, nearly hit him. It'll be fielded by Mudler after Cupp fell down. He is easily thrown out at first base. So the sacrifice works. And that was more a self-defense sacrifice by Dylan Cupp.
Sure. Surprised he was able to get it. Surprised he was able to get it down. Good job, nonetheless.
So the lead run is in scoring position. Joe Powell out there at second base, and here is Sawyer Reeves. 3 hits. He's been on base all 4 times. 2 doubles, a single, and a walk for him today, and he has scored a pair. Jason Bowden leads the SEC with 12 appearances on the year.
Yeah, he's a guy that can throw 2 or 3 times in one weekend, depending on the situations.
1-2 now to Sawyer Reeves. This is the 5th time through the lineup for the Bulldogs. Got him swinging. 2 down. First time today that Reeves has been retired. Reeves is now 5 out of 7 on the weekend.
That sink on that ball. That's a tough pitch to hit. Right on right.
And here is the hitting star of the day, Ace Reese. 2 home runs for him. A 2-run shot that happened in the 3rd and a 3-run blast in the 4th. And we've got Reese not in the box in time on the pitch clock. So he is rung up for a strike before a pitch even happens. So a pitch clock violation against the hitter that time. 1-1 now. This game's had a little bit of everything. We've got the rule book out. You got ground rule doubles, and you got guys being sent back to the bullpen. There's the most important run of the game, though, out there. And Jason Bowden is trying to keep Joe Powell as close as possible. In addition to the 2 home runs today, Reese has struck out looking, and he's also fly to left field. Bowden's 2-1 is a tad bit outside. Bill Sullivan is on deck. And there's ball 4. Bulldogs at first and second now for Sullivan, who's got 2 hits in this game. Bullpen has kind of stayed active for Oklahoma. Nobody really throwing, though, just kind of stirring around out there. Bowden is the 4th pitcher of the day. Cade Crossland, the starter, lasted just 3 innings. Catalano, Jones, and Bowden since then. Ben Davis, the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, lasted just 1 inning. We've seen Evan Sierra and Chase Hungate since then. Want to know to Noah Sullivan. Sullivan doubled and scored in the 4th and then had a base hit in the 5th inning. And 2-0 now. Bowden back, deals a strike at the knees. He threw 21 pitches in last night's game in working 2 innings. Had 2 strikeouts, 2 of the 13 for Sooner pitching. Bulldogs had 14 strikeouts. That'll send the count to 2-2.
I know Skip would like to get out of this and maybe scratch a run across and get to Crooks.
Dylan Crooks, the Oklahoma closer, leading the SEC with 6 saves. Full count. How much would they have to pay you to be a home plate umpire?
A lot. They put up with a lot.
There's the payoff pitch, fouled off. Runners starting up on that pitch. We'll do it all over again. Noah Sullivan out of Orlando, the transfer. You never know where talented guys are going to wind up. USC Upstate is where he came from to Mississippi State. There go the runners again, and we'll do it all over again.
Yeah, with the new, with the portal and everything else, I mean, you gotta leave no stone unturned.
We were talking last night, though, the stability with coaching staff helps with that. Skip Johnson, 8 years, and Chris Lemonis, 7 years. You know what fits you. Now, whether or not you can get him is a different story.
Yeah. It's a pretty good matchup here. Power arm, really good hitter.
4-11 hitter now is Sullivan, leading the Bulldogs. And swats another one foul.
Skip has enough confidence in him to mix in a good breaking ball here.
In the air to right field and in for a base hit. That will plate the go-ahead run as Powell crosses the plate on a flare RBI single by Noah Sullivan. And for the first time today, Mississippi State is on top. 3rd hit for Sullivan.
Yeah, wasn't a bad pitch. Jammed him. Really jammed him. He was able to stay inside it and flare it out there I mean, you can't stand at home plate and throw one out there better than that.
So Powell led off with the base hit, then a walk and another base hit. An 11-10 lead for Mississippi State. And here's Reed Stallman. Runners at the corners. And Stallman swinging away at the first pitch. He's got 2 hits today. Noah Sullivan, just one of those professional at-bats. That one got Mudler.
Yeah, he fouled off 4 or 5, gave himself a chance. I was really hoping they'd try to mix in a breaking ball there, but I mean, it wasn't a bad pitch. He jammed him.
Reed Stallman scored a run after his double in the 3rd. 1-1 the count to him. There's the man of the moment, Noah Sullivan. That'll send it to 1-2. And Stallman fights off another one. Ball 2 misses a little bit up and in. Ace Reese is the runner at 3rd. Noah Sullivan at 1st after his RBI single. Lifted toward deep left field, but room out there at the warning track for Trey Gamble. And the inning is over. But the Bulldogs have taken the lead for the first time today. It's a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. 7th inning stretch time in Norman. 11-10 Bulldogs. And the hero of the moment, Noah Sullivan. Not the hardest hit ball of the day, but enough to give Mississippi State its first lead of the ballgame. Sooners will now have to rally. Lost by 1 run last night. First 3 innings, 10 runs. Now the errors certainly helped open the door, but only 2 hits since. And so the Sooner offense trying to get re-sparked here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mudler, Willis, and the top of the order Walk are the scheduled hitters. This one pushed to 3rd by Mudler. Over with it is Reese. Then Mudler is retired, trying to bunt his way aboard.
Yeah, for Mudler, he's got to make a really good bunt to be able to bunt for a hit. He's got a little bit too much barrel on that. Pretty easy play for Ace Reese.
So Dawson Willis will be the batter for the Sooners. 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored today. Chase Hungate got a double play ball after the leadoff man reached in the 6th. Struck out 2 in the 5th. So he's allowed an infield hit and a walk since coming on in the 5th inning. And he's ahead 0-2 on Willis. One and 2 to the Sooner 3rd baseman. And that foul tip keeps him alive. Lots of finals in from SEC country today. Georgia has taken the first 2 games from Florida in their series in Gainesville. Florida's 0-5 to start conference play. 17-2 the final today. Auburn by 1 over Kentucky. 8-7 in Lexington. Tennessee a 9-2 win over Alabama. Arkansas 12-3 over South Carolina in Fayetteville. That ground ball is kind of handcuffed by Reeves. His throw to first is not in time. And so Dawson Willis becomes the tying run at first for the Sooners.
Mississippi State is challenging the call of safe at first base.
So you hear the challenge.
Reeves has got himself in a bad position there in that ground ball. Wasn't able to get anything on that throw.
So they will have a look at it. What do you think, Rich?
I think he's safe.
The original call is safe. This will be a good look.
After review, the runner is safe at first base. Mississippi State has 1 challenge remaining.
So the call is confirmed. And the potential tying run is aboard. Willis is on for the second time. Here is Jason Walk. Walk is 0 for 3, but has driven in a run with a sacrifice. And time called as Justin Parker, the pitching coach, is going to come out here for the Bulldogs. So kind of finishing up with scores from around the league today. Arkansas beating South Carolina 12-3. Vanderbilt 8-5 over Texas A&M. Ole Miss and Missouri are locked up in one like we've got going here. It's 14-10 up at Columbia. The Rebels lead that one. And LSU and Texas are in the 4th in their game. 2-0 LSU on top down at UFCU Dish Falk Field in Austin. So the plate umpire, Jordan Farrell, is out to break up the conversation. And there's a lot to keep track of if you're the home plate umpire. Okay, that's this many challenges. That's 1 visit. Here's the count. You can come in from the bullpen. You can't. I mean, like you said, you couldn't pay me enough. I am happy right here.
Yeah.
Ruled a base hit for Dawson Willis, his second of the day. And they throw over to try to keep him hugged up tight. Jason Walk hitless today, but has driven in a run with a sacrifice fly. Had an RBI double in last night's game. There goes Willis. Pitch down and in, and no chance to throw out Willis. That is his second stolen base of this game. And he is now 9 for 9 on the season. So the tying run is in scoring position for the Sooners in the 7th. One and one the count to Walk.
Looks like Rage is going to call an offensive timeout here.
Did they have offensive timeouts back when you played?
No, they just called you down to third base and talked to you.
Just a quick visit. Walk hit the ball hard to start this game for the Sooners back in the first. He lined out to the leaping second baseman Sawyer Reeves. Nothing to show for a couple of hard hit balls today for him. Two and one now to the Sooner center fielder. He's shown that pop 3 home runs this year. Well, Skip Johnson said, let's not get carried away here. His game is speed. But as he's gotten bigger, he's just got more pop. Willis back in safely. Oklahoma has stolen third base twice in this game. Remember, that's Joe Powell, who would be more the backup catcher, doing the catching. And ball 3 to walk.
I think Willis bouncing around out there got Hungate a little on edge.
Third time that the Bulldogs have thrown out there. And I think the question becomes, how much is too much attention if you're the pitcher? Do you want to pay the runner?
Yeah, with one out, I mean, you got stuff like Hungate, get the hitter.
Ryan McPherson is loosening out in the bullpen for the Bulldogs, and that's a walk to Jason Walk. Now there's some real speed aboard at first and second, so the go-ahead run is now aboard. It looks like maybe Ryan McPherson's been told that he's coming into this game. He was kind of walking toward the bullpen door, and he is going to come in, because coming out is Justin Parker, the pitching coach, for the second time in this half inning. And so the Bulldogs will bring their fourth pitcher to the mound today. Ryan McPherson, the right-hander, comes in. Oklahoma with the go-ahead run aboard in the 7th inning. One out, and the potential go-ahead run is aboard for Oklahoma. Trying to protect a one-run lead is the Hollywood, Florida native. And he's got another good strikeouts to walks ratio. 18 strikeouts and only 3 walks that he has given.
Yeah, another power arm, young kid. But like you said, young guy in a tough situation, league play.
So there are the 3 pitchers utilized so far standing together. Ben Davis started, then Evan Sierra, and then Chase Hungate. So Oklahoma with Dawson Willis getting a single and Jason Walk a walk. Runners at first and second and 1 away. Here's Trey Gamble. Been on base 3 times, including 2 hits today. Gamble back after missing those 3 games with the lower leg injury. 95 upstairs.
Almost got by Powell.
Walk, a 370 hitter. No homers and 7 runs driven in. Hard hit ground ball right at the second baseman Reeves. He'll go to Cup for 1. The return pulls Hines off the bag, but he tagged him, says first base umpire Eric Goshi. And you can see the signal, Trey Gamble telling the Sooner dugout to review it.
Oklahoma is challenging the call at first base.
Yeah, I didn't think he got him there, even from up here. Yeah, that's not even close.
So he's going to be safe. Now, the base runner at third, Dawson Willis, elected not to try to come home on this play. You never know. You catch Hines not paying attention, and this shouldn't take too long to overturn. And Oklahoma's going to have runners at the corners and 2 gone. Is getting a look at the play at second base, which was not what is being challenged. They're showing the tag play out at second base on the video board. Now they're showing the one at first, which looks like it's going to be overturned. A little longer than you might expect, given the replays we've seen.
Yeah.
There's Jordan Farrell, the plate umpire, awaiting the decision from the Central Video Review.
After review, the runner at second base is out. The runner at first base is safe.
That's Brandon Cooper, the third base umpire, announcing that it will be first and third and 2 down for Easton Carmichael. Drama already, and we're only in the 7th inning. It's just going to be like in the 9th.
Yeah, the game's usually over by now. We're over 3 hours in. It's a big at bat here for Carmichael.
And a first pitch strike from the right-hander McPherson. Carmichael takes this one downstairs. Three runs scored for the Sooner DH. Struck out his last time in the 5th. And 1 and 2 now with McPherson. Came up and in, nearly grazed him. 97-mile-an-hour fastball that time.
He's bringing the noise.
That ball elevated. It seems like the velocity gets even higher. Willis is trying to cause a distraction as he went about a third of the way home.
Trying to draw a balk.
He was. Carmichael up the middle, and we're tied. A base hit by the Oklahoma DH makes it 11 apiece. Dawson Willis scores the run, and we're dead even once again.
He turned that ball around. He was on time. Just hammered it back up the middle. Off the bat, I thought Sawyer Reeves might have a chance at it.
So just as the Bulldogs had taken their first lead in the top of the 7th, the Sooners respond with their first run since the 3rd inning. And now here is Jackson Willits, who has homered today. He's got 2 hits. He's also been safe on an error.
Yeah, doesn't need to try to do too much here. You know, base hit will give you the lead. Good runner at second and Gamble.
Easton Carmichael coming through again. He had a walk-off winning base hit back on Tuesday for Oklahoma. And 2-0 here to Willits. Jackson Willits was safe on an error and scored a run in the 5-run Sooner first. Then he singled in the 2nd, homered in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. It was a 2-run home run, his 7th. A walk would load him with Dayton Taki on deck for Oklahoma. Ooh, green light on 3-0.
Let him cut it loose.
And he did. Trust your hitter, right?
Yeah, trust your kid.
Go-ahead run at second base, and McPherson's going to throw out to the shortstop, Dylan Cupp. Did not go around, says third base umpire Brandon Cooper, and the bases are loaded on that walk to Jackson Willits. So Dayton Taki with the bases loaded and 2 gone. But first, Justin Parker out of the Bulldogs dugout for a chat. And it looks like we got a call to the bullpen. And we do. So McPherson, fairly short stint. He faces 2 batters, gets a ground ball, and then gives up the base hit. Jackson Willits aboard at first base, and out goes McPherson. Scored in last night's game, 22 and counting so far today. And the 5th pitcher of the afternoon coming on for Mississippi State will be right-hander Nate Williams. Big hard-throwing 6'4" junior. 9 innings, I should say, and 6th appearance. But power arms coming out of the bullpen both ways. Nate Williams. 20 strikeouts and 1 walk for him so far. Went to Florence Darlington Community College. And now in Starkville. They'll face Dayton Taki with the bases loaded and 2 down.
Chance to blow it open here. Or Nate Williams close the door on OU.
Dayton Taki doubled and scored a run in the 1st. He walked back in the 6th inning. And he was sitting on that first pitch.
Good swing. We used to talk about it all the time. You know, new pitcher in a high leverage situation. You know, be ready to hit early in the count.
Taki swings away again at a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and he's down in the count 0-2.
Now he's got to get up on the bat and find a way.
Trey Gamble is the runner at third, the potential go-ahead run, and Taki sends this one right at the center fielder, Chance, who drifts back and makes the catch. Inning over. Sooners leave the bases loaded, but they get a run on an Easton Carmichael base hit, and we are tied at 11, headed to the 8th inning. Out. Magnolia, Texas native, transferred from Texas Tech. Opponents are batting just 168 against Jamie Hitt, and this is his 11th appearance of the year. That is tied for 2nd most in the SEC. 3rd of an inning last night. 10 1/3. Sooners use him a lot to face left-handers. This game all tied at 11. Bryce Chance, Aaron Downs, and Hunter Hines, the scheduled hitters for the Bulldogs here. Oklahoma led 5-0 and then 7-0. Mississippi State had committed 5 errors in the first 3 innings, and then the comeback began. First of 2 home runs for Ace Reese, and then Hines clubbed 1, made it 7-5. Oklahoma scored 3, including a 2-run home run by Jackson Willits. the Bulldogs would tie it up on a base hit by Sawyer Reeves in the 5th. They took the lead on a base hit by Noah Sullivan at 11-10 in the top of the 7th. And Oklahoma has tied it up again on an RBI single by Easton Carmichael in the bottom of the 7th inning. Been a crazy one. It's been a fun one. And nothing has been determined yet.
Yeah, the total opposite of last night.
No doubt. We had 3 runs, 11 total hits, and 27 strikeouts last night.
27 strikeouts last night. You got 27 hits today. The game's not even over yet.
Bryce Chance, 1 for 4, drove in a run with an RBI ground ball in the 4th inning. And 2-1. It seems as if you don't throw 93, 94, don't bother coming through the bullpen door.
Yeah.
Hits another one of those power arms. Spent a lot of his career as a starter. Man, that was lined and about got somebody not paying attention over in the Bulldogs dugout. I think everybody's safe. To center field, Walk has to come sprinting in, and he won't make it in time. Bryce Chance has his 2nd hit of the game, and the go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad pitch. Just jammed him. Just didn't hang up long enough for Walk to get in there and get under it.
Looks like maybe a pinch hitter coming on. Nolan Stevens is going to hit for Aaron Downs. Thought he might bunt, but no bunt, taking a strike. Stevens was 1 for 4 in last night's game. Pinch hitting here for Downs, who had been 0 for 3 in this game.
You wouldn't think he'd pinch hit for left on left, but here we are.
Stevens, a sophomore out of Elk Grove, California. Brother Grant, a pitcher at Oklahoma who is medically retired because of injuries. And man, that one toward the end of the Oklahoma dugout. And there's assistant coach Todd Butler to get him. There's Grant Stevens. Watching his brother at the plate. Gotta be tough for him. Rooting for his teammates to get his brother out.
I'm not sure what kind of relationship they have, but you know, some brothers, they'll tell them about it if it happens.
No swing on the appeal down to Brandon Cooper at third base. So 2-2 the count here on Nolan Stevens. Nolan also pitches. Made 15 starts in the outfield and a couple of relief appearances. Jamie hits 2-2 pitch. We'll do it all over again. How many foul balls do you think we've had in this game?
A lot. Noah Sullivan had 5 or 6 of his own just at one at bat.
We have had 327 pitches thrown in this game. And we are nowhere close to being done. Another foul ball. It'll stay at 2-2. Hunter Hines, who has homered, waits on deck. And with all the base traffic, we've had, I don't know how many throws to bases today as well.
Yeah, it's been a lot of pickoff attempts.
But a tie ball game at 11 apiece. We were tied at 10. That went off the end of the bat. Lights are on here at L-Dale Mitchell Park, hosting SEC Conference baseball play for the first time ever this weekend. Good spillover crowd from the women's NCAA basketball tournament. Games going on across the street at the Lloyd Noble Center. Ground ball. Nice flip there. And the return throw in time. So that is shortstop to third baseman. 6-5-3. It's Willis to Willis to Taki with the shift on.
Yeah, just, I mean, I say routine, but with the shift on, it's a little bit different. But the ball's right to him. Easy turn.
And for the Sooners, they turn their 16th double play of the year. So the go-ahead run is cut down, and here's Hunter Hines with the bases clear and 2 gone. Shift is still on.
Yeah. And you can't let up yet with Hines at the plate with his power potential.
Hines hit his 58th career home run back in the 3rd. He singled and scored a run in the 5th inning. Rocketed out into right center field, headed toward the gap. It bounds all the way off the wall. Hines cruises into second base with a 2-out double. He's the potential go-ahead run. 3rd hit for Hunter Hines today.
Yeah, he hammered that ball. Went down and got it. Drives it out to right center. Good thing he didn't get underneath it.
3 for 5 day, 4 for 9 in the series is Hunter Hines. And Skip Johnson comes out of the Sooner dugout with Joe Powell due to come to the plate. So Jamie Hitt gives up a single, gets a double play, and then a double. And his day is done. Hitt pitches for the 2nd straight day. Faced 1 batter yesterday, 3 in this game. And he will leave with Hunter Hines at second base as the potential go-ahead run in the 8th. We'll give you the new Sooner pitcher when we come back. For both sides right now, and Skip Johnson's turns to his closer. That is Dylan Crooks, leading the SEC with 6 saves. He also picked up a win in the series finale back on Sunday out at South Carolina when he was extended. The game went to extra innings, and Dylan Crooks took the mound. And right move here for Skip Johnson. You've got to try to pull off the win in any way possible.
Yeah, this is the pivot game right here. You know, want to bring him in and let him go and hopefully scratch out a run.
So Dylan Crooks has been just excellent. This will be his 10th appearance with a win and 6 saves. Came through Paris Junior College. His brother Jimmy on the Oklahoma national runner-up team back in 2022. Trying to make it to the big league club with the St. Louis Cardinals these days. Hunter Hines, the go-ahead run out in scoring position. And with 2 outs, here's Joe Powell. Powell singled and scored in the 7th inning. He scored on Noah Sullivan's base hit, and that is the one that gave the Bulldogs their first lead of the game. And to this point, their only lead. Sooners have tied it back up at 11.
Like you said, you're not allowed to come out of the gate of the bullpen if you don't throw 94 plus.
Don't bother.
That first pitch, 95.
Just outside. One is lifted foul and out of play by Powell. In addition to the base hit, Powell struck out a couple of times, and he has fly to left. Ross Heifel, the catcher for the Bulldogs, on the most consistent basis, was hit by pitch in the helmet last night, hit him in the nose. And he actually was able to stay over in the dugout last night. He's doing better, but not going today. Swing and a miss, so Crooks comes in and strikes out Powell with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mom's happy, capturing it as the game stays tied at 11. Bottom of the 8th coming your way on SEC Network Plus. Scoring Dawson Willis for the Sooners in the bottom of the 7th to tie this game at 11. Did I do okay there, Rich?
A lot better than I would have. There's a lot going on.
There has. I mean, that's not even telling 10% of the story of this game. Here's a look at the line score.
22 runs, 29 hits.
Reeves 3 hits. Hines has 3. You see Gamble, Carmichael, Willits, each with 2 for the Sooners. Nate Williams breaking pitch up and in to Kyle Branch, and 1-1 the count. Each team has left 9 runners stranded on base in this game as well. And as you said, 29 hits today after 27 strikeouts last night.
Good day to be a hitter.
We knew it when we got here with the wind blowing out.
Yeah.
And it hasn't all been wind aided. Branch hits one foul and out of play. He is 0 for 4, but he's reached on errors twice. 1 run scored for the freshman second baseman. Two balls and 2 strikes. Nate Williams, he got the final out in the 7th, a fly ball off the bat of Taki with the bases loaded. This is into left center field. It's well hit, and it's down. It'll be cut off by Chance, and Oklahoma puts the go-ahead run aboard in the bottom of the 8th inning on a base hit by Kyle Branch.
Yeah, good piece of hitting by the freshman. And a good job by Bryce Chance to cut that ball off and keep it to a single.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, just makes a mistake. Middle in. Branch did a good job staying inside it. I thought maybe with that ball taken Chance away from the throw that Branch might get to second, but he did a good job getting that ball in.
Sam Christensen takes ball 1 outside from Nate Williams. Christensen 1 for 3 with a base hit and a walk today. Scored a run back in the first. I think Branch will be off and moving. He's stolen 2 bases in this game, and he's 8 for 8 on the year.
Yeah, I don't know. Just depends with the left-hander up.
Not running here.
A lot of guys like to keep that first baseman on the bag and open that hole up a little bit more for Christensen.
Oklahoma has stolen 7 bases in this game. They now have an SEC leading 57 stolen bases on the year. Did he go around? He did. They appeal down to third base. Brandon Cooper rings Sam Christensen up for strike 2. And now the Bulldogs are going to shift or not. They started to. Now they will. They'll put Ace Reese running over there in between the first and second baseman. And there's ball 2 down and away. Foul tip, man, that came right back and caught Powell flush and staggered him.
Yeah.
Already an injury that we've talked about with Ross Highfill. Hope he's feeling better after a really scary hit by pitch moment in last night's game. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Williams just threw it past Christensen for the first out.
Yeah, just a high fastball. Christian can't catch up with it. That's tough.
That is the first strikeout for Nate Williams. And here is Scott Mudler for the Sooners. Mudler had a base hit in the 4th. He walked in the 1st. .5-mile-an-hour fastball that's up and away to Mudler. Mudler's been in some big moments for Oklahoma. He hit a home run in their win over 7th-ranked Oregon State, part of the back-to-back top 10 wins for the Sooners. Then they beat Virginia in 12 innings the next day down in Round Rock. And that had Oklahoma's RPI up at number 6 coming into the weekend. Skip Johnson's team playing a tough non-conference schedule, but coming through with wins. Started 11-0, their best start since 2011. Two and 1 on Mudler. Pretty good sized lead over there for Kyle Branch.
Yeah, he gets a decent lead. He's a good all-around player.
A little closer play there.
He's almost got 2 feet outside the cut over there at first.
That little point there, the cut. Three and 1 on Mudler now. Dawson Willis waits on deck. Dawson Willis scored the tying run what seems like 2 hours ago at 11 apiece. Williams 3-1, swing and a miss, a fastball. And now the shift once again. The third baseman, Ace Reese, runs over in between first and second base, leaving Dylan Cupp, the shortstop, as the lone guy on that side of the bag. Swing and a miss on the move. Branch slides into second, feet first. He is safe. So it's a strikeout and a stolen base. And back-to-back strikeouts. Williams throwing gas.
Yeah, he's just bringing it. Not a bad throw by Powell. Branch is able to get in there on the backside of the bag.
That is Branch's third stolen base of this game. And he is now 9 for 9 on the season. So with 2 outs and the go-ahead run in scoring position, here's Willis. Oh, that one goes between the legs of Powell. And down to third is Branch.
I don't know what happened on that. Williams just spiked the ball. Powell wasn't able to keep it in front.
One and 0 to Dawson Willis.
Oh,
deep drive to left. Back is Stallman. This ball is gone. Dawson Willis launches one. The second Oklahoma home run of the afternoon. The third of the season for Willis. He tied the game up by scoring a run in the 7th. He's given Oklahoma a 2-run lead in the 8th.
That ball was smashed deep into the night. Yeah, just middle, and he timed it up perfect. Knew right off the bat. That's a no doubt.
So Willis scored on Carmichael's base hit to tie this game at 11. And now he gives Oklahoma the lead back 13-11 in the 8th. And here is Walk. The Sooners have smashed 2 home runs. The Bulldogs have hit 3. What a game.
Wow. Friday night fireworks.
Who needs pyrotechnics?
Right. Good night. I mean, that ball and the ball that Reese hit to center field, no doubters.
Walk swings away at that one. Looking for his first hit of the game. 0 for 3 is Walk. Did drive in a run with a sac fly in the 3rd. Two and 2 to the Sooner center fielder. And a full count now. Oklahoma already with its closer in the game on the mound in Dylan Crooks.
Yeah. In the situation Skip was looking for.
There's strike 3. Beautiful off-speed pitch on the outside edge by Nate Williams. After giving up the home run to Dawson Willis, he has scored the tying run, and he has just given Oklahoma the lead back with his 3rd home run of the year. 13-11 Sooners headed to the top of the 9th in Norman. A game that Oklahoma led 7-0. Watched Mississippi State rally for an 11-10 lead, but the Sooners have scored the last 3. 1 in the bottom of the 7th, and the 2-run home run by Dawson Willis in the bottom of 8. And now Dylan Crooks and his 6 saves and 1 win in 9 prior appearances will try to close it out and get Oklahoma game number 2 of this series after Mississippi State won last night 2-1. The exact opposite here today. We've gone over 4 hours, 31 combined hits, and 24 runs. And there's the man of the moment, Dawson Willis. And a pinch hitter to start things off here. Dylan Cupp, the shortstop, in the number 9 spot, and Garrick Fry will pinch hit. So Garrick Fry, who is a senior from Alpharetta, Georgia, transfer from North Alabama. Swinging and missing at the first pitch. Dylan Cupp had been 1 for 2 with a sacrifice, a double, and a run scored. And so Fry bats for the first time in this series. And he rockets one to right, speared by the new leaping right fielder out there, Desan Harris, who just came in replacing Sam Christensen. So the Sooners elect to go with the speed of Harris out there, and he nearly ran in too fast.
Yeah. The ball's hit hard. That's good. Pinch hitting is one of the hardest things to do. He put a good swing on that, just lined it out right at Desan Harris.
Sawyer Reeves has a 4-hit day going, and he's got 6 hits in the series. 2 doubles. Had a base hit back in the 5th. Beg your pardon, he's got a 3-hit day. He's got a walk mixed in there. 2 runs scored. Struck out his last time. That was back in the 7th. One and one. Ace Reese with his 2-homer day is in the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs. He has driven in 5 runs. He'll bat next. 1 and 2 now.
I think this is Sanders hitting.
You're right. Pinch hitter at the plate here is Gatlin Sanders.
That's tough. Pinch hit against Dylan Crooks.
Just a little bit outside. So he pinch hits for Reeves, who had 3 hits in the game. Gatlin Sanders, junior from Madison, Mississippi. Transferred from Jones Community College. Did have a couple of hits. And there's Reeves over there. And Crooks with a strikeout. 2 gone. Second strikeout for Crooks, who's in position to pick up another win, just as he did on Sunday in the series finale with the Gamecocks. There's Mom enjoying it.
Parents are always more nervous than the players.
Without question. Speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Ace Reese. 2-run home run in the 3rd, 3-run blast in the 4th. Lifts this one to left. Drawing a bead on it is Trey Gamble. Oh. And he dropped it. No, he caught it.
Wow.
He hung with it.
That was a circus play.
Well, that's the kind of game this was.
I mean, it looked like a routine fly ball. I guess with the high sky and twilight, he might have lost it a little bit.
Oklahoma wins it on a 2-run home run by Dawson Willis in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dylan Crooks would pick up his 2nd win. And this series is tied at a game apiece, Rich.
Yeah, wow.
Look at this again.
This is crazy. Yeah, it just, I mean, almost snow coned it.
That had it all the way.